Ok, aquí vamos de nuevo con Headbangers, las 2 horas más heavy de MTV. Me sacaron de la luz de la noche para entrar a lo que es el día. En pleno día se darán cuenta que estoy en LA, Los Ángeles, sinónimo House of Blues. Esto es Live Blues on the Patio, es decir, patio, en vivo, el blues. Esto nació por ahí por New Orleans, nació en Boston y ahora se vino a vivir a Los Ángeles. Aquí toca gente como Aerosmith, toca toda la gente banger, la gente que no está en banger tampoco. Y ustedes se tienen que mantener conectados porque estamos en Los Ángeles justamente por una entrevista y un ensayo que vamos a tener junto a la gente de Kiss. Por eso que el programa vendrá muy centrado en el material de Kiss, pero por supuesto material de Slayer y Black Sabbath, porque este es el mes de los monstruos del rock. Así que aquí desde el House of Blues damos la partida con un debut. Esto pertenece al último álbum de Prong, A Cleansing, y el nuevo material, el segundo single, Whose Fist Is This Anyway? La manía del tatuaje, Tattoo Mania. Esta es la manía que hay en Los Ángeles y la piel definitivamente es uno de los lugares más difíciles de marcar para toda la vida. Como Gil the Drill, mi amigo Gil the Drill, ahí se presenta por favor en Latinoamérica y aplausos para él. Dios mío, el trabajo que ha hecho, it's amazing, man, it's amazing.
Hey, don't ever change.
Okay.
We'll do lunch.
Okay, we do lunch. This is Los Ángeles. Estamos en Los Ángeles, es lo importante. Estamos en Sunset Boulevard, ubicados en esta tienda que es tatuajes, que es algo típico de lo que pasa en Los Ángeles. Y también hay música. What's your name?
Frank.
Frank, do you like Sepultura?
Sure.
Sure. Sepultura es una banda brasilera que ha pegado muy fuerte aquí en los Estados Unidos con su KSAD. ¿Yeah? Sepultura. Okay. Slave New World. Ok, Headbangers, estas son las 2 horas más heavy de MTV. Estamos desde el edificio de Capitol Records. Esta es la casa de Megadeth, de Exodus, de Beastie Boys, Great White. Lo que se imaginen ha nacido aquí. Incluso 4 tipos desconocidos de Liverpool vieron la luz y vendieron millones y millones y millones y millones de copias para esta compañía. Pero la verdad es que no estoy haciendo promoción de 4 de Liverpool. Estoy haciendo promoción de 4 de Queens en Nueva York. Ellos son Kiss y esto es un fin de semana. Y aquí ensayan los Kiss en Los Ángeles. Al fondo pueden ver, eso es Hollywood, esto es Los Ángeles, allá el letrero, lo clásico que hace que esta ciudad sea tan especial, una mezcla de estilos, de razas, de música, de onda. Vamos a tener la guitarra de Kiss, recuerden que todavía estamos en el concurso, la guitarra de Kiss se la pueden ganar escribiendo, mandando el fax, más adelante lo vamos a hacer con Gene Simmons y con Paul Stanley, nos vamos a reunir, los vamos a ver ensayar, vamos a ver más música de Kiss y mucho más en Headbangers. No se vayan más ahora que estamos en LA. Aquí estamos de nuevo en Los Ángeles y nos hemos introducido en la privacidad de uno de los grupos que ha hecho más pública su vida privada a través de sus videos confidenciales, lo que sea. Son Kiss. Aquí está Paul Stanley, guitarrista, vocalista, Gene Simmons, bajista, vocalista.
¿Cómo está, guapo?
Ahí está. Gene Simmons habla algún español. The usual question, the typical question, how do you feel now that you're about to go into Latin America for the first time, Monsters of Rock, Black Sabbath, Slayer, and the whole thing?
What do we say first? Buenos días, buenas noches.
Buenas noches.
Buenas noches. Me llamo Paul Stanley. ¿Sí?
Okay, good.
Nosotros hablamos en inglés, but we think like you people. We're glad to come over. We get a chance to rock and roll, kick some ass. You know, people have not seen us for so long, and they say, what have you been doing? Now we get a chance to come over and show you, big time, what the big boys do. This is going to be the big show, 22 songs. We're going to kick some ass and have a big party.
Okay, that's cool. Jim, you've always been known as the darker side of the band. Do you like it? Like the heavier side of the band. How do you feel?
Side. Well, always the heavier side.
I mean, the heavier side. How do you feel about playing like with people like Slayer?
I think it's much more important how Slayer feels like playing with us.
Yeah, I guess so. Tomaraya really will enjoy the show.
Actually, we're all good friends. We know each other,
yeah.
And I think fans are going to get a good, full show. They're going to get a lot of very good warm-up bands, and then they will see the headliner.
It is true that you're so down to earth?
No.
No, it's not true. Could you introduce the next song live, please, for all Latin America?
Hola, Latin America. This is Gene Simmons. We are KISS, and this is I Love It Loud.
Estamos de vuelta después de haber puesto una buena tripleta de Kiss, una doble, porque Kiss van a ser el plato de fondo, el plato central de lo que significa los monstruos del rock. Nos estarán Slayer, Black Sabbath en Santiago, recuérdenlo, el 1 de septiembre, y también en Argentina se unirá Suicidal Tendencies, and Mexico.
That's our French fans out there.
See? My question is the following, Paul. Why, if you're so young and you're just 20 years old...
That's correct.
Yeah, that's correct. Very correct. 20 years old, you're doing a tribute. I mean, you're not doing. People are doing a tribute, and you're alive and well, alive 3 and well. Why?
We're fortunate. You know, we're a band that's always stuck by our guns. And maybe to many people, they feel we've always shown corazón, we've shown heart, and always stuck by what we believed in. And here it is 20 years later, and there is a new crop of bands who say, we make music because KISS started us. So many of these bands are appearing on this album, Kiss My Ass, you know, Bésame Culo.
Ah.
And it's a tribute and an honor for us, but I think most importantly, it's a tribute to our fans, the people who were dedicated and stood by us for 20 years. When other people said, oh, KISS, that's crap. You know, these people said, you're wrong, and today, they are right.
Okay. Jim, I want to know, this is a very serious question.
Very serious.
Very serious.
Uh-huh.
You always taken, as I told you before, the heavier side of the band, like Unholy, and
The Gordo side of the band?
you sing, yeah, you sing I Just Wanna, for instance, in Revenge. You're like brothers. It's true?
No,
I mean,
sometimes we're like sisters.
You agree in musical terms?
We
Like-
agree.
In musical terms, I mean, you feel, I mean, we like heavier songs, or
we-
you are the one who's asking for heavier songs?
No, sometimes the heavier song is written by Paul. Paul wrote God of Thunder. We agree to disagree. We give each other enough respect to listen to each other and all the rest of the guys in the band, because everybody's opinion is important. We listen to each other to say, maybe you're right, maybe I don't know everything. So you have to agree to disagree. There is no one in the band that knows everything.
Okay, perfect. Clear enough.
Comprende?
Paul, could you introduce the next song about the X?
Yeah.
You know what?
Here's a song from an earlier period of the band. Band looks different. We're singing a song called Put the X in Sex. Maybe you want to put the X in sex. Make sure you wear a condom.
Aquí estamos de nuevo en Headbangers. Hemos sacado al problemático a veces y polémico Gene y hemos puesto aquí a Eric Singer, que es el baterista. Él tocó con Lita Ford, tocó con Badlands. Tiene una carrera de batería. Black Sabbath, yeah. In which period of Black Sabbath you played?
I don't remember. It was so long ago.
Okay. No, it wasn't so long.
It was on Seventh Star and Eternal Idol, 1985, 86.
That's interesting. How do you feel about playing with Black Sabbath?
You
don't like the question?
I don't know. I haven't really thought about it.
Yeah.
I'm more interested in playing for the fans down there in South America. I'm more excited about that. I'm not worried about who we're playing with. I'm worried about who we're playing for, and that's you.
Yeah. And how do you do to choose the playlist with so many songs?
Well, I think Gene got in touch with some of the promoters, and we get in touch with the fans and find out what you want to hear. So this show will be all the songs that you have wanted to hear since, when was the last time we were down there? They were down there in 1983. So you will hear everything you've wanted to hear since then, and more.
Okay, perfect, clear. And the last question, where do you live, guys? Because sometimes musicians live everywhere. I mean, live everywhere. You live, it seems that you live in LA.
Yeah, it's a funny question because sometimes people say, where do you live? And we live when we're on stage. We live when we have our guitars. We're not really living when we're waiting to do the show. So where do we live? We live in Chile. We live in Argentina. We live in Brazil. We live in Mexico. Now we're here, but it's almost as though we are waiting really to come to life, because when we get up on stage, that's when it really happens. We sleep now in Los Angeles. Where do we sleep? Los Angeles. Where do we live? On stage.
And very short, there will be an Alive 4 for Latin America, maybe?
There will be an Alive 4. We hope there will be an Alive 6, you know.
Okay.
There's no end in sight, so I think, certainly I know that some of our fans will be at the shows with tape recorders, and we don't have to know about it, but it gives them a little something extra.
Okay. Perfect. So, Eric, could you do a favor for me?
Sure.
Introduce the first single for the Revenge album.
This is from Revenge, Unholy.
Aquí estamos de nuevo, sale Paul y entra nada menos que Bruce, que es el guitarrista, el que hace gran mayoría de los solos. Bruce. Bruce, we want to know why Kiss, I mean, you're in the band long ago, why Kiss is always doing videos? You love videos like Kiss Confidential, like Extreme Close Up and the whole thing.
I think there's a band that has a lot of interesting footage to show from the past. Gives us a chance to get intimate with our fans. One-on-one. I think a lot of people don't really know what we're like. They only know the albums and maybe seeing us up on stage, which is not really exactly the same as knowing us. And we get to talk to them. We get to show them a lot of cool things. The next video that we've been working on is going to be fabulous. It's got tons of stuff, mostly old footage. I'm not in it, okay, but it's really excellent. I mean, I got off on watching it. It's really incredible stuff from really the band's personal collection. And then we talk about a lot of stuff, regarding the tribute album, of course. And it's really going to be an excellent video. So I think we're a band natural for that, really.
Bueno, ya saben, hay un nuevo video para Kiss que ya está por venir. Y la verdad es que se me olvidó la pregunta, pero puedo improvisar con Jim. Siempre I forgot the question, but doesn't matter. When the time you wore the makeup thing, you remember that?
No.
No? You remember that, the demon thing? Like, yeah?
No.
No. Like,
I think you mean like King Diamond?
Like King Diamond, yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
no,
the same thing like King
When
Diamond.
I saw his picture, I immediately remembered my makeup.
Okay, your makeup, you scared me a lot. Why did you do that? I remember I Was Made for Loving You.
Yeah,
That was like a disco song,
Yeah.
but anyway, you were like...
Yeah. I scared you a lot?
Yeah.
Well, that's my job.
This is a job,
Yeah.
scaring people.
And speaking of potato chips, the long-form video that's coming out in August, that's going to be called Bese Mi Culo also. Although it was originally going to be called Bese Tu Madre, but we changed the name just a little bit so that people would be able to buy it. And the video is coming out by the time that we're down there. And inside you'll also be able to see Kiss actually putting together the finishing touches on Kisstory, our story from us to our fans, a 4.5 kilo, 4
kilos.
4.5 kilos of Kisstory, our story, that will not be available in bookstores. And we're getting so many letters about this, and it's just too much. And I would just want you to know that the only way for people to get this, so stop sending your letters to find out how to get this, you must dial the United States of America.
Okay.
That's the phone number.
Anótelo.
01 is the country code in the USA, then you dial 818 and the rest of the number.
Perfect.
And that's the only way to get the book, and it's very expensive.
Oh.
And these are actual pages from the book that we're actually looking over now, and it will be printed sometime.
That's very cool. That's very cool.
It'll be printed sometime in January, so the only thing you can do right now is the only thing you can do is to reserve your copy.
Okay.
And that's all for that.
Se habrán dado cuenta que Jim también es el manager, de alguna manera, es el hombre de los negocios de la banda. Vamos a ver Black Sabbath, The Hand That Rocks the Cradle. Lo que tiene en sus manos Paul Stanley es la guitarra de la cual tanto hemos hablado 2, 3 programas desde México. Garibaldi decíamos que esta es la guitarra que se pueden ganar. Firmada por Gene Simmons y firmada también por Paul Stanley. Es una... No voy a decir la marca para no hacerle promoción a la marca. Esa guitarra se la pueden ganar si es que escriben simplemente al 1602 Alton Road, Suite 111, Miami Beach, Florida 33139, Estados Unidos. O también se escriben al fax, tienen que anteponer el 305, el area code de Miami 5310139. Así de simple. Y dicen, quiero ganarme una guitarra con Kiss. I want to win a guitar with Kiss. Y aquí están los 4 Kiss. Los hombres que seguramente van a meter más bulla que un reactor atómico en Santiago, empezando el primero. You're gonna be noisy?
We're going to be very noisy, and we're going to have lots of guapas around us because that's very important. And we will have many, many South American children, just like you.
Many, many, many. I mean, no voy a preguntar nada de vías privadas. I'm not going to ask anything about private lives. Because you make it in a way, in your videos, you show in a way your private life.
That's right.
We show many things. Yes. Some of them are fantasies. Mine, yours, everybody's.
Okay. Guys, it's been a pleasure. You're just amazing, an amazing band, an amazing group.
Gracias.
You have a great album now, Alive 3. It's great. Revenge, I like it.
And we like Besa Mi Culo much better, too.
Yeah, Kiss My Ass. Do you really like Kiss My Ass?
Yeah, it's great. I think it's. I like it because it has a lot of variety.
Okay.
And variety is the spice of life.
Okay. Yeah, like the Toad the Wet Sprocket version. Yeah, I love it. No, I don't love that much.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Vamos a comerciales, ya no sé si hablar en inglés o en castellano. Vamos a comerciales y vamos a seguir haciendo como un carrete en Los Ángeles. Muchas gracias, Kiss, y ya nos vemos en Chile. We'll see you in Chile.
De nada.
Ya les había dicho que nos habíamos despedido de Kiss oficialmente, pero ya están prontos a empezar un ensayo al cual nos vamos a quedar, por supuesto, para ver cuáles son las 22 canciones que van a estar incluidas en el show que harán en el Monsters of Rock partiendo el 1 de septiembre en Santiago. Yo me puse las gafas porque aún es de día afuera en Los Ángeles. Vamos entre el atardecer a mostrarles un poquito más de Los Ángeles en vista de que los Kiss viven acá y en vista de que este todavía es el Monstruos del Rock, el mes de los Monstruos del Rock. Y uno de los que estará presente abriendo este concierto junto a Black Sabbath es Slayer, y aquí van con Season in the Abyss.